know each other, and you do like each other, and that's a good thing. But she and her son have returned, and so it was nice to have them back. They were off enjoying the Tahoe life for a week. Yes,
Tahoe life.
Indeed.
Ain't no joke, man.
No.
I mean it's for the legit homies.
She did enjoy some tacos in Tahoe, so that's always living the good life up there. So,
I didn't know that Tahoe tacos were a thing. But you know what, man? We're a show about inclusion and learning about other people's cultures. So I'll just accept tacos from Tahoe.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a truck up there that was just called Tahoe Tacos.
If there's not, there's a business opportunity that we've just created for somebody out there.
Absolutely.
Someone's now probably rich.
Because I ain't got the money for a truck.
Yeah. How much do you think it would cost to get a truck started?
Probably to get it started?
Yeah.
Oh, probably only a couple of grand, to be honest. I mean, with the licensing and the stuff that you'd have to do and getting the health department on board. But you could
probably... There's a lot of work.
Yes. A lot of driving, a lot of cooking.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah. I'm all for that, being that front of house person who's going to take the orders, and even filling them and handing them out. But
sure.
The cooking and the driving, I'd leave that to somebody else.
Yeah, that's someone else's job.
Indeed.
What was my best part of the week?
Well, yes. What was the best part of your week?
Being here with you.
Well, thanks, man. Thinking about it, if we were to consider it 7 full days, you would have 2 because you would have gotten last Wednesday in as well.
Wow, so there's a tie for first.
There is indeed.
I'm living it, and now I'm going to think about it.
Yes.
Last week's episode, do you remember what we did last week?
I believe we did some unpackaging of some
unboxing?
some unboxing of
my
some
gosh,
of the
and look what we're also going to do tonight here. On this camera, we've got... the original monthly box of wrestling goodies.
Indeed.
Who knows what special treasures are in there? And Powered Geek Box. I understand there's $78 worth of value in there.
Wow.
I know.
Almost 4 times the value of that box.
I know. So, they're really bragging about, this is the best deal one ever. You're like,
oh, really? So they were really pumping up this one.
They pushed out, this is the box, man.
Wow.
So I'm interested to see what's going to be in that box.
Sure. Looking forward to it. That'll be fun in a little bit.
I guess also maybe there's a third place tie for the best thing I did this week.
Okay.
Because I got to go to a pretty awesome concert this week.
Yes, you did.
I got to go see Ben Folds,
yes.
a amazing pianist. He did his only rock and roll show of the year, and that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you were saying that all the rest of his stuff is with an orchestra, correct?
Yeah. So he got booked in this little podunk casino, and it was...
is that where the morons go?
Yes, the Moron Go Casino.
Right.
And it was a wonderful show. It was great. I bring this up, though, because it fed into, my new favorite thing. Are you familiar with Pokemon Go?
Yes, I believe all of our listeners are as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can't really go a day without hearing something about Pokemon Go.
Sure, but most of the stories are about how somebody's died now, or somebody. But then it turns out, they didn't really die. They just they died of embarrassment because someone saw them playing.
There
in
were
public.
the 2 guys who fell off a cliff, which made me think that they had died, but no, they were just injured.
Both of them fall off. I don't believe it. This is some type of lovers, if we can't be together, we're going to die. And they held hands and they jumped off, and then, they lived.
And then they realized that there was a super rare Pokemon.
Let's blame it on Pokemon. We'll get rich blaming it that way or something. That's what I believe has happened there. Because it doesn't make any sense, how 2 people would jump off going after a Squirtle.
Well, I don't think they actually jumped.
If they're going after a Squirtle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe after they caught a Squirtle.
Sure.
In the face.
And then they were like, oh man, that was a great. Then they just fell off the side of the cliff.
Right.
Because that's what happens, after love.
Indeed.
I'm surprised you people don't know that. Babies in this goddamn audience.
Anyway, speaking of Pokemon Go.
Yes.
You were saying earlier today that you had heard something that I had only just now heard about.
Hold on. I want to say one thing.
Yes.
Here's what I love about Pokemon Go. I like putting Pokemon in situations that they don't belong in. So, I don't really like playing the game, but I do like putting Pokemon on stage with, Ben Folds, or putting Pokemon...
Sitting on top of the piano?
Yeah, or sitting on, some hot chick's butt. So, I enjoyed that part of the game, but I'm not very good at the actual mechanics. I have no idea how to evolve them, which I think is what I'm supposed to do.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
I barely know how to catch them. You're supposed to fling those
balls. I don't even bother
balls.
trying to catch them anymore, because it's hard to go someplace to get the materials to... get more balls to throw at them.
Indeed.
I've taken care of 2 balls my entire life, and I'm not going to take on the responsibility of a bunch of others.
And even those have been beaten up quite a bit over the years.
Hey, actually, so I'm not gonna get like deep into this.
Okay.
But my balls, like, and my dong, they look very young and fresh
Good.
because they get moisturized all the time.
Well,
The
good.
rest of you should take a lesson from my dong.
Right.
And get like cream on it all the time because
Tighten up that skin a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
keep
I,
your-
I realized this recently.
He's got the
And, like,
face of a 42-year-old, but the dong and balls of a 28-year-old.
I'd say that's probably accurate.
There you
I don't
go.
think it looks that much different. I think that if I wiped all of that cream on my face, though, like, not that cream, but like,
They say it's good for the complexion.
I don't know, man. I'm not getting into that now. You know, I'm gonna wait till I'm 50 for that or something.
Right.
I'm saving
And
all
you
these things.
really
got
got
to
to get rid of the crow's feet and shit. I get
Sure,
it. I
saving,
get it.
saving a lot of things till I'm 50. That's true. Okay, so yeah, it looks young, man.
Good.
But okay, so what are you gonna say about Pokemon?
Well, you were telling me that I guess former governor of New York, Mario Cuomo, is trying to put forward some kind of legislation in the state of New York that's going to ban child predators.
Not even just child predators, all sexual,
Sex offenders. So
all sex
anybody
offenders.
on the list
Yes.
will no longer be allowed to have access
to augmented games like Pokemon, augmented reality games like Pokemon Go, because he realized when he first wrote it, when he wrote it for Pokemon Go, that there's going to be another game like it. So he
Right.
actually expanded it out to include all augmented reality games that sex offenders cannot play.
Don't all these games basically augment your reality for a while?
Well, they mean on the screen where they put something on there, but
okay.
that's because they're like, oh, like sex offenders will use it to lure children to their house so that
Right.
they can fuck them.
Because I had no idea that you could actually get a hold of these rare Pokemon and put them up for people to be able to, come and capture.
No, you can't. I mean, if you could do that, then that'd be terrible. If
Yeah.
you could be like, oh, I've got a highest level, whatever Jimmy Jagger is,
Right.
and like you can
I
come get him.
actually believe that's the name of one of them.
Jimmy Jagger. It should be, dude. There's lots of them. But that's not even. It won't even like. It doesn't even stop sex offenders from like having it benefit them. It does. Okay, so a sex offender can have their house just have a Pokemon show up in the backyard, whether you play that game or not. So like it doesn't. It's not like, oh, Pokemon only show up at your house if you also play. Like if it worked out like that, then that would be creepy
Sure.
and bad.
And all this is going to make them do is basically have to download the list of these people and their current addresses, if they are current, and say, okay, these places will be blanked out on the map. You won't be able to find them. They'll just disappear off of the Pokemon Go map.
Sure, but it also makes it so like people can walk around your neighborhood then and tell like, well, no Pokemon show up here, must be a sex offender.
There you
no
go.
Pokemon show up here, must be a sex offender. I mean, it's so misguided and dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Every day there's a stupider and stupider story about Pokemon Go.
Yep.
That just shows how people will use anything to show off outrage and to show off, just the worst of humanity.
Thank you, media and social media, for bringing it to our attention on a nearly hourly basis.
Sure.
So
the other side of this break, we're actually going to do something a little bit different, and I guess it's kind of along the lines here.
Sure.
We have been asked to kind of participate in a 2-on-1 seminar where we're going to talk about some police issues in the neighborhood, and he wants to be able to reach our audience.
Yes.
And
we're going to have Officer Scott Baker.
So
look forward
it'll
to
be
talking to him.
interesting. We'll see how that goes, guys. So stick around for 2 minutes, and as always, we love you here on
Grand Theft Audio.
Get out of here. 2 minutes, guys.
Jason Stewart here for Zinna TV. On the show Absolutely Jason Stewart every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Big guests, everyone from the gayest to gay to the straightest to straight. David, what was his name?
He's absolutely Jason. He's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct.
Dr. Drew.
Hi. Oh, I'm so.
Guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously, if someone like, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m.
ocean and grew legs and they started walking. And the apes climbed down from the tree.
Did you know that 67% of American women are size 14 and above?
You mean they look like this?
Yeah, girl.
So then where are we in television and film?
And where are we in fashion magazines and clothing stores?
Yeah.
So we want to help out entertainment and fashion and media.
Catch the F up.
Watch us on Plus This.
Live.
Every Thursday
At 7 p.m.
on Zena TV.
You ran from home and you're on the street. You've been ripped off, you've been used, and you could be killed. There is a way out. There is a way off the street. Not tomorrow, but now. Runaway Hotline will get you off the street. Call Runaway Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. Runaway Hotline gets your message to those who care. Call now and get off the street.
Yeah, it's a serious issue, guys. Please don't joke about it. Brant,
Yes,
I
sir.
challenge you.
Okay.
I have 2 small bottles of water here.
Right.
So here's one for you.
Thank you.
All right. Whoever opens and drinks their water the quickest gets to introduce our guests.
Okay.
So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, Officer Scott Baker. Officer.
Hey, guys.
Hey, sorry, welcome here to Grand Theft Audio.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for asking to come and reach out to our audience and to try to let people know some things, I guess, that you would like people to know about the police right in America right now.
Yeah, well, a lot of videos are surfacing with cops getting nasty on people.
Sure.
So I just kind of wanted to offer the other side of things, the things that I deal with day in and day out. A lot of good guys that I know. I want to tell their stories and share the positive experiences of law enforcement.
Sure. What's a good positive experience?
A lot of times we clown around in the locker room, slapping high fives and giving half-naked hugs. Sometimes the guys brag about the beatings they put on people, but not everybody. I've never done something like that, and I just want to fit in with the people I work with.
Is there a lot of towel snapping going on? You guys having a good old time in there?
Yeah, we've had a couple of towel snaps. My partner, Cliff, actually lost a testicle. But hey,
now,
we don't talk about it.
Is that considered in the line of duty when you lose that?
Oh, yeah. I wish we could get a badge. I mean, we made a badge out of paper, but it's not official. But we do celebrate those moments.
The paper heart.
The paper heart.
Very nice.
That's right.
Wow. Well, it sounds like an interesting group of people. Do you generally enjoy your coworkers?
Yeah. There's a couple guys who, they're a little bit out there. They do mixed martial arts when they're not, working. They're pretty intense, more intense than I am. And sometimes those are the guys getting involved in these incidents. And I don't vouch for them, but I respect the work they put into their training.
Sure. I mean, there is a dedication there that takes to be able to, hit a flying knee to someone's head or something.
Yeah. One guy, his name's Don. He was actually thrown out of MMA for biting.
That is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
In that, so
no tickling, no biting.
No tickling. I didn't realize tickling was off limits as well.
I think they've opened a legalized tickling league, but the biting is still.
The biting's off.
Yeah.
Tickling is actually legal, but they frown on it socially, and you may get beaten for doing that.
Well, I think the thing is, like, if you can still frown while you're being tickled.
Oh,
that I've heard is like an initiation.
Cracking the smile is like submitting. I would imagine.
Interesting, yeah.
That makes sense to me. What do you think people are most confused about with how they see the police from the outside?
Well, from what I'm looking from the outside in the news stories that I see, I call those the 0.0000001% moments that they highlight. They don't speak to our day-to-day experience. I hear a lot of things. Sometimes people ask, are all cops racist? I say from my experience, I want to share that no, they're not.
Well, that's good. That sounds encouraging.
It's about 50-50.
Okay, a little more on the discouraging side now, but that's okay. We
Well,
can accept that. I mean,
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but that means millions not. About 70% in the South. Maybe
Sure.
90 in LA. But it's not all cops. When people are painting with that broader brushstrokes, you're getting some good guys caught up in the mix.
Sure, all's a big number. I mean,
All's a big number.
That's pretty rough.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
That should be a hashtag.
yeah, there's got to be at least a few that aren't. I mean,
Yeah, I hate definitives when people speak like that, because I'll be like, all cops can suck my dick. But I don't mean you.
Right.
Like there should be some type of like, thing that excludes like specific people.
Absolutely.
Right, without having to name them specifically,
Yeah.
because then you have to go through the list.
You don't
that takes some time.
Yeah. And people don't like when we profile them, so I ask to not do it to us.
That sounds pretty fair.
That's fair.
There may be a police officer that may not mind putting a penis in his mouth.
There might be police officers who don't actually enjoy going to donut shops.
Yeah.
Well, that seems a little less
Yeah, I haven't
likely.
met it. but tell me somebody, any human being that doesn't enjoy going to a donut shop, I got a problem with.
Commies.
Commies.
Absolutely.
Reds.
I can't even think of one. I mean, I'm not often befuddled, but here we are.
There we are. Hey, I noticed you got a big gulp over there.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
eyeballing it. That's more of my donut there.
Yes.
Just fill a
Liquid donut like that.
just fill a big gulp up, no diet.
Sure. Well,
Little
we brought you
little
water.
Fanta. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, like that was for you. We also raced. I don't know if you saw that. I see, like we joke around between us and stuff. I imagine there's a lot of horseplay in the police field that's not shower based.
Yeah, just camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
One time we came upon a suicide, and everybody decided to, take pictures with the body.
Oh, okay, sure.
Just good fun.
I've heard a lot about like the selfie world of police. Like there's kind of like not a contest going on, but like whatever you can get like the worst thing behind them.
Yeah, there's a dark underbelly. But you know what? I call that gallows humor. We see a lot of stuff on the beat. It's the only way we can deal with it, or else we'd go, crazier than some guys go. It could be argued that some guys who act out the worst, it's because they're not dealing with some of the emotions that are flowing through them. And I feel like cutting up with a dead body or 10 behind you is not a bad way to do it.
Sure.
Now, okay, so on the other side, though, when they bring in the police photographers, do you guys try to get yourself like photobombing in there too? Is that are those some of the shenanigans you guys like to?
We talk about doing things like that, but you never know whose side those guys are on.
Sure, and it leads to a lot of court appearances, right? If you're in there next to like the bullets, they'll be like, "Hey, what is his guy doing in this picture next to these bullets?"
Absolutely, and then next thing, we're the next video that everybody's putting on YouTube, and that's a hard thing to bring up at a family reunion.
Okay, but is there ever a part where someone's like, "Look, I was in a video that went viral. Like, I shot that guy, and now like 100,000 views in one day." Like,
those things do tend to come up. Usually, it's a couple of years after the trial that doesn't happen.
Sure.
Right.
There's a lot of files not being, a lot of charges not being brought. Sure.
Yeah. It still hurts to hear though when they threaten it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I imagine that would put a damper on like any picnic.
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds terrible. So what initially so why are you the spokesperson? Like, what got you into this position?
Well, I took this on myself to do this.
So you're not getting like backed by like your department or
no? They were strongly encouraging me not to do this.
Okay, sure.
But I decided, hey, someone's got to. There's a lot of things going on. People are doing Hug a Cop. That's fantastic. But I said, hey, why not get together at any YMCA that'll have me? Invite as many people as I can. I even used the company printer. They gave me that to print off some
so
flyers.
you're getting some support.
Some support. They said
good.
just to let me know that it's happening.
Oh. So
is the Y the type of place you get a lot of hugs at?
Yeah, depends on the crowd. A lot of people are reeling. There's a lot of wounds that need healing. But, I think we take it person by person. They see that I'm just a person that happens to have a career in law enforcement instead of an enemy. And, they'll give me a hug.
What type of response have you gotten from people at your other events?
A lot of people walk out. Some people do share their own personal stories.
Why would they walk out?
They may not agree with what I'm saying. The wounds are still open, and I understand that.
Have you ever been in a situation where like they try to shout you down or something?
Yeah, that has happened before. It's pretty rare because people are, they don't know what to expect from me. I do wear my gun on stage.
Oh, so sure. I would imagine that completely discourages booze.
Yeah. But, we try to turn it on them, too, and say, why don't you guys come up here and share some personal stories from yourself so we can all, understand that we're all people and we all have problems.
Okay, now I read something from one of your shows where you had used some of those things people talked about to, go after them as criminals. Like that you had taken some of their confessions and then, after the show, arrested them for what they'd told you during the show.
That has happened, but I feel like it's, like if you're a priest, there's certain things you keep to yourself, but if they say certain buzzwords, like I noticed you guys earlier were talking about sex offenders. If somebody shares something along those lines, I do like to, arrest them because, hey, there's kids involved.
Sure, that makes sense.
Have you seen any kind of uptick in minor crimes associated with the Pokemon Go phenomenon as it is right now?
It's mostly just, accidents more than crimes. People walking off cliffs while they're searching for the Pokemon.
Sure, I've heard about that.
It's like a Darwin Awards kind of thing. So there have been some bodies being found, but, nothing that's inspired by it yet, but I do expect that to happen.
Well, I definitely appreciate you coming in here today and trying to put a different face on the police.
Thanks.
That's nice. I understand that you have a couple of live seminars in New York coming up.
I do. It's my first time on New York soil. Never been to New York City, but I did party hard after 9/11. It was a great time for cops. We were on top of the world signing autographs, so I'm looking forward to going to New York for the first time.
You're going to hit the Times Square and try and sign some more for yourself there? Or?
Yeah, they say it's a little harder these days, but I will be at the New York Fringe Festival, spreading the word that not all cops are bad in August.
Excellent. When is that in August that you're going to be out there? So that if we have any listeners out there, they can come and get your autograph.
Sure. August 13th through 27th, there'll be 5 shows. You can find it under Not All Cops Are Bad on the website.
Not All Cops Are Bad at New York Fringe Fest.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I encourage our listeners to go out and ask your own questions and see, how you can change your view on the police as well.
Yes, I think you've been very informative for our listeners, and really appreciate you coming in and taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, we sure do, man.
Thanks, guys.
It's too bad we can't keep you around for future segments on here. I'd love to, but we do have a strict rule: 1 segment per guest.
Hey, so I understand, guys.
Yeah. Very strict.
Yep.
So we'll, wish you a toodly-doo, and I'll thank you very much for coming in, sir.
All right, thanks, guys. Not all cops are bad.
Sure.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks. Not all cops are bad.
Hi, I'm Moxie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. Oh, just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
A hot nothing.
We out here.
That's what we talking about. Absolutely nothing.
Thursdays,
12 p.m. to 1 p.m.
A hot nothing on Z Hollywood TV.
That was perfect.
That ain't mine. That ain't mine. That ain't mine.
Hi, I'm Hanny from Lady Pants, and you're watching the top 10 women who are killing it in comedy. Congratulations, number 9, Kristen Wiig. If Kristen Wiig's rise to deserved stardom has taught us anything, it's how a proud parent must feel when watching their kid shit in the toilet for the first time. In the 8 years since joining the cast of SNL, she has managed to earn 2 Emmy nominations, write, produce, and star in one of the highest-grossing female-led comedies of all time, and star in 5 $150 million movies in 1 year. Everybody wants her, and she never disappoints. She's gorgeous but awkward, and has the perfect balance of bringing all of herself to every role, yet simultaneously immersing herself completely in the character. She was still playing characters named Tuck Shop Employee when she was 33, relatively dead by Hollywood standards. And at the ripe old age of 43, she is a heroine to us all. Only a few more to go. Keep watching.
We're back on Grand Theft Audio. This is Jake Belcher.
And I'm Brant Thoman.
We are on Zinna.tv.
The name that'll stand the test of time.
I've heard that.
I have too.
I've heard that.
Many weeks in a row, I have heard that.
Sure. We have a second contest because we have a second guest to introduce. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Winner!
So much closer that time.
Yeah, man. But see, the thing is, like, you even cheated a little bit.
Yeah, I tried.
And, like, you were already undone. You had already started yours. And I was supposed to go a little slow so you could win. And I still won.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about that, man.
At least I'll be hydrated at the
I don't
end
know
of this
what to say
episode.
about that.
That's
I mean,
good
like,
stuff.
That just seems like horse shittery shenanigans.
I tried.
Here
I
on
tried.
Guitar!
Yes, the GTA show.
All right. Joining us in studio, this gentleman has a show coming up at the Fringe Festival in New York sometime in August.
Yes.
I know that much about him. I believe he's been sitting in the other room talking to our guest for our first segment. He got a chance to get to know him.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George
McAuliffe.
That's right.
George McAuliffe.
Right. Yeah. Brant had to take the class on how to pronounce it.
Yes.
Not always that
Asked
great.
4 times, I think, before we finally got on the air.
That's what I always say.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in, George. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Going to join us with some of our shenanigans.
Yeah.
Indeed.
One of the shenanigans that we do here is unboxing videos.
Indeed.
Because I get these things sent, and I have no idea what's going to be inside of them.
All right,
this
hopefully it's not a bomb.
This one's wrestling oriented, and this one's just regular stuff oriented.
Well, power geek stuff oriented. Geek oriented. We'll see what
Okay, look,
happens.
yeah, who knows what geek stuff's in here, right? So let's go with this one. We're going to go Power Geek Box. And I scribbled out my address, so you can't follow me home, you creeps. I know what happened last month when we did that. And my bushes weren't safe.
Out of Power Geeks hiding?
Look, everyone said that they were playing Pokemon, but I was like, no. Like, that
Yeah,
is not actually...
Pokemon no is what you have to say to that, right?
Yeah, and this is an odd-shaped box.
Yes.
I'm not sure why it's so long and hard. Like, if I was like a little boy, I'd be like, ha, 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 ha. But I'm not. I'm an adult man, and I would never lower myself to doing such a thing.
Yes, you have other things that are long and hard that you have to do that with.
So I figure
right?
there must be something that's misshapen in here that is like making it the reason that it's this.
To start off with the powered geek box, we've got
Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. Who gives a shit about Knuckles? His name is Knuckles, and he basically sucks. I mean, he's not even like a good character, right? Fuck that guy.
Not to my knowledge.
No, I barely know who that guy is at all. What else we got in here? We've got James Gordon, Commissioner Gordon from Pop.
Pop and James Gordon from Batman.
He like the young version of it because it's from Gotham, the TV show, though, I think.
Yes, I believe so. He definitely doesn't have the scruff and the age that Jim Gordon.
Another Pop I've never heard of. Some guy named Castile from Supernatural. Like I've never watched that show. This basically looks like shit so far.
Yeah,
like,
James Gordon's got to be the most disappointing get from
sure,
the whole Batman.
Sure, that sucks, man. Who the fuck wants that guy? Like Mr. Fake piece of shit cop. Was not fake.
Yeah, no Batman, no Joker, no
James
Harley
Gordon.
Quinn. But here you go, James
An
Gordon.
eraser of some character. I cannot even tell you who that is.
Here, toss it over. I'll see if I can figure out who this might be.
You like those types?
That
of
is
things?
Nightwing from
Who's
formerly Robin.
Oh.
But Robin grew up and became Nightwing and became a superhero all on his own after and kind of a detective as well, very much like Batman.
He's like reinvented himself. That's great.
Yes, indeed.
There's also a little button. Scooby-Doo!
Is it a Scooby-Doo button?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Who cares about that? Okay, so there's a shirt and there's the odd-shaped thing. Which one should I go with first?
Odd-shaped.
Odd-shaped.
T-shirts are always pretty awesome in these. Is it a magic wand?
It's a magic wand.
It is a magic wand. I was just guessing. I had no clue whatsoever.
Who doesn't want a magic wand?
Wow.
Right,
Now, what's the company that it comes from? Does it
Harry
say?
Potter?
Magic Apprentice Workshop. Okay, it's a light-up wand pen.
Ooh.
It kind of makes it shittier,
So
right?
3 things in one.
things
A
in one.
wand that lights up and that you can write with.
Yeah.
It's like a Harry Potter knockoff because they
Very
have
much
the
so.
same font.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Probably a lot cheaper than those Harry Potter wands
Yeah, that's
at
true.
Universal Studios. Those are like $70 a pop.
Yeah.
Look at that. That pops off at the end. You can write with it as necessary. And is there a little button that
Oh, I just pictured a kid having very sad.
you push down on the tip
journal
of it,
entries in
perhaps?
that.
No?
Nah, man. It's magical piece of shit. Like, ibbity dibbity fuck yourself.
Did you see that someone actually came out with magic wand remote controls
Magic wand?
that you can actually they're shaped just like wands and you can control your TV with them. You aim it up and it will make the channel go up or down for down and left or right for the volume to go up. I have no idea what else it does, but at least you'd be able to change the channel because everyone's watching analog television that's just
Yeah,
broadcast
right.
over the airwaves.
Mine's
these days.
broken. It's broken.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Now I'll never do any magic. This sucks. And a shirt. Okay, I'll do what I've done before. I will
A blind reveal?
unfurl it off to the side and bring it up in front. Is this the printed side? Yeah. Okay, let's see what it says on it.
What happens in the van stays in the van. Actually, that is one of the cooler shirts you have got. It is Scooby and Shaggy hanging out the window of the mystery machine.
So they're alluding
I
to.
don't know, dude. What happens in the van?
They're saying they fuck
stays
each
in
other.
the van?
He fucks
Yeah.
a dog in a van.
Yeah, that's right.
I was really hoping it was more of the drug
No, this
reference.
is creepy, man. Like if you drove a white van around and you wore that shirt, you'd be like,
Yeah, what the hell is that?
yeah, that's a bad message. That is a bad message, shirt. I'm not certain that that's even legal. Oh, you got it to light up?
Yes, if you push the button on the
Yeah.
bottom hard enough,
Yeah.
you can. But the problem is it's also the cap to the pen,
Uh-huh.
so it pushes the wand.
But do
up.
you feel that you're making magic happen though? when it
Not
lights
really.
up?
Kind of. I was hoping that you would, maybe like wave it and it would light up, or you would push a button on the side to make it light up. To have to try and figure out how to push the button.
Maybe it has to really be jammed in there.
From an outsider perspective here, guys, there's a man with a wand, a man with a bandana, and a pedophile.
Dogophile, yes.
We're doing real
So-
good. And honestly, I'm wearing like one of my more grown-up and mature bandanas because I've been wearing my Cub
like it.
Scout bandana, like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
with the bear right in the middle.
And the wolf one, yeah.
That's where I left was Bear Scouts.
Sure, it's not good. All right, this will be more specific into wrestling. So let's see what we got in this crazy box.
Now this one is just this is not the Mick Foley owned
Right.
company, correct? This is
Right.
another knockoff kind of. I mean, it's not WWE specifically authorized, correct?
This is a whole bunch of different companies that have come into together to do this. So
All right.
Let's see what we got in here. Okay, I feel a shirt. I feel like a toy maybe. I'm just gonna pull out something at random. I don't know.
Randomly, he pulls out. Ooh.
Okay. A Jay Briscoe Ring of Honor toy. I gotta say this, man. This is dope. Like I know to most people who don't follow a lot of wrestling,
right?
This is dope. Jay Briscoe is one of my very favorite wrestlers. I've seen him
really?
work.
That could be added to the collection then.
That will actually make it to my wall.
To the wall,
of toys,
the wall of toys.
A wall of toys and shit.
Go for it. No, go ahead.
Sure, look at any of it,
Please,
man.
please.
We're not.
No.
Oh, sure, we're not trying to set up anything
I
massive.
want to see who else was in the series.
A container of Road to WrestleMania trading cards. Open those up and tell me who we find in there.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds
Sweet.
like fun. Sure.
The Road to WrestleMania.
Hey, man.
Does it say which WrestleMania?
It's a 2015, so
last year's.
Yeah, I would guess at least somewhere along those lines.
That's kind of cool. Is that a magnet?
It is it's a Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship belt.
But it's not like a refrigerator magnet kind of thing.
It's meant for
for
characters. It's meant
Jay Briscoe to wear
that's
himself.
Dope.
That is kind of cool. Nice little accessory to
I
that.
love that.
I mean, I really thought that even as a magnet for the refrigerator would be kind of cool.
Sure.
But
who do we got in our pack of cards?
Well, it starts off with Brie Bella.
Oh, sure, she's hot. Yeah, that's nice.
Then you got the Shield.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it starts getting good with the old school Nikolai Volkov.
Oh, Nikolai!
I had a Nikolai Volkov
Russian
toy when I was a kid.
Right.
Yeah. Jericho, Chris Jericho.
Right, cool.
Okay.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Ooh,
maggots.
He and Nikolai
Volkov and the Iron Sheik went into many battles against one another.
Yes.
The bunny.
I
don't know who that is.
Interesting. Can I see that bunny card?
Yeah. And I saved the best for last because we got a rock in there. We got the rock.
You've got the Rock.
The Rock.
The people's champ.
That's cool, man. So those are some nice cards. And I feel there's one more item in here, maybe. Maybe there's two more items in here. Okay, there's definitely a shirt.
Right.
And an autograph. Okay, so let's see.
Ooh, let's see who the autograph is from this year. This month, excuse me.
Yeah, this month is a retard named Eugene.
Eugene. Nice.
Literally a retard.
You know what?
Yeah.
This may have to go up on
That's
the
great.
sign.
Hey, that would make it better. You're right, man.
Just
so
Eugene.
Maybe next week we'll just staple that on there, and everything will come true. Last item in here. We got another shirt. Let's see what this one does and says.
It just says Asylum.
Oh,
a bright red shirt that says Asylum.
real
on 'em.
dark.
Okay.
Now, what is Asylum? Because that's not ringing any bells with my knowledge of the wrestling world.
Hot garbage.
Hey, there you go. It's a shirt you can tear off next week.
You got to cut the...
Hey, look, man. Hulk Hogan can just
He
rip
has a
through
cut
it.
it. Yeah, he has a little cut in it.
I'm all weak and shit. I must not have eaten my proper breakfast, so I should be able to rip right through
You
this.
forgot to say your prayers and take your vitamins, didn't you?
Damn it, man. Actually...
Failing at ripping an Asylum shirt. It's a
No,
good one.
I'm like a big fat guy, and I have to do this to all my shirts anyways. You stretch them and stretch them and stretch them and stretch them. No, this is probably this is just gonna. Someday I'll be sitting by my computer and I'll have come all over my belly and I'll be like, what am I gonna wipe it off with? Oh, Asylum shirt, and I'll just wipe it off and then throw it to the side.
And turn your television off with a Harry Potter wand.
Well, that sounds.
It's not that kind of wand, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put that in a jizzy pile right there and say, that's all of our garbage for this week.
So, best item on it, I guess you were saying it was going to be the Jim Briscoe.
I like
Or,
that Ring of Honor
Jay
title
Briscoe,
belt
excuse
a
me.
little bit more.
Well, I mean,
because that way
you can combine it.
But I can make John Cena champion.
You could. You know what? You could make James Gordon champion.
I could do lots of things, dude. I could make my dick champion.
There you go. The championship dick ring. There you go. The
Hey
cock
guys,
ring.
we have to go to a break right now. I got 2 minutes, to
See if it
wrap your
fits.
cock in a
Hey, look,
child's belt.
I can tell it won't, but I can figure out some way of stretching it out or something.
Sure.
Hey, we're gonna come back on the other side, and we're gonna talk about the wacky holidays and all those other things. There's some good ones for the month of August.
There certainly are.
So we'll come back and more horse shit.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct. Dr. Drew, hi. Oh, I'm so.
Guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously, plus someone there's a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m.
I'm Money B, and you can kiss my ass.
Let me swallow my snot.
That's sexy.
Keep up the good work, Mild Net. Ah!
Let me see how I'm gonna come and check out.
No, I love you.
Oh yeah, why
No cyclocyanabin, the little.
Should we take one? There you go.
Always switching up. Always switching up.
What was that?
It's my wedding band. Jumped out my. Oh my God! I hope it's on Omen.
Call my wife.
He keeps moving away.
Hi, I'm Rob Schneider, and you're watching T Hollywood V.
Z Hollywood TV.
Bang, bang.
Nailed it.
Did you know that that 67% of American women are size 14 and above.
You mean they look like this?
Yeah, girl.
So then where are we in television and film?
And where are we in fashion magazines and clothing stores?
Yeah.
So we want to help out entertainment and fashion and media.
Catch the F up.
Watch us on Plus This.
Live.
Every Thursday
at 7 p.m.
on Zena TV.
You ran from home and you're on the street. You've been ripped off, you've been used, and you could be killed. There is a way out. There is a way off the street. Not tomorrow, but now. Runaway Hotline will get you off the street. Call Runaway Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. Runaway Hotline gets your message to those who care. Call now and get off the street.
So, girls, I was just thinking about something. You don't actually have to have already ran away from home. Like, you could still be, like, at home, like,
Thinking
nicely.
about it?
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
you just want some dude's house to hang out at, you know? Like, you come freshly showered and, you know, like... I'm just saying, street funk is not necessary before you dial that number.
Indeed.
You know, I think that's an important part of the message that I don't think that commercial conveys properly.
Well, good thing you specified that so that the ladies the young ladies know that there is a safe place for them.
Yeah, that's right. So,
thank you, Taco Bell, for sponsoring.
With that deal fell through.
Oh, darn it! I thought that was going to be good with that new double stuffed chalupa.
Hey! I don't want to like continue to advertise their products. I mean, like the deal fell through.
Right. Okay. I won't mention any more of their wonderful products.
Yeah, so I don't want to like do that. I mean, I can still go there. I can take all the hot sauce packages, all the napkins,
The dollar cinnamon crispas.
No,
Because it costs $1.
Because it costs $1.
That's it. That's it.
I know.
I think it's the one item that's still on their dollar menu.
It's a good deal, but
sounds delicious.
You don't want to buy them in advance and just wait for the girls to show up.
Right.
Like
they don't last that long.
They don't last. You want fresh ones, and that's a lot of work, man. That is a lot of work. All right, we're here on Grand Theft Audio. We do something here every week.
Every week.
Where we talk about holidays.
We sure do.
We talk about holidays because there's all sorts of insane things that we're being told to celebrate, whether they're a monthly remembrance of or an
awareness of.
Sure, awareness is big.
They
want
want us to be aware of so much shit.
Yeah, man. It's too much.
And then there's weeklies and dailies included. There's just so many things that we are required.
And we just started a new month, so like there's a lot of them.
Indeed.
A lot.
Let's see. Let's start off with Get Ready for Kindergarten Month.
Anyone here have children that are ready to go to kindergarten?
No. Nope.
We can safely skip this one.
There you go. But that's why I picked it.
Sure.
Nice and easy to glance over.
Sure, but people at home, if you have kindergarten age children, don't send them with nothing. Like there will be heavy costs in the future if you do not supply them their needs today. This is a very important message from everyone here at Grand Theft Audio.
Yes. We really support this month.
Sure. What else we got?
Let's see. We've got 2 food months that I'm seeing right off the bat.
I like food months.
Yes. National Catfish Month.
Okay.
All right.
Have you ever, George? Have you ever had like good catfish?
Yeah. Go down to New Orleans. You know, get some Cajun.
Yeah. Anyone ever done the canoodling where you try to catch them with your fingers?
Catfishing them?
Yeah.
Noodling. Yeah. No, but I had friends who lived in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and that was big.
What is noodling?
So you
okay, so they basically live in the bogs that are part of the waterways. They're bottom feeders. So you'll find these holes.
I've never been a place that has a bog.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they
You can't always see
they
'em.
basically hide in holes when they're not out looking for food. So what you do is you jam your hand in there.
Well, some get huge, right? They
Yes,
get like
they can be. Yeah, I've seen ones that are as long as a man's arm. But you jam your hand up into this hole and you sit there and you wiggle your fingers and they think that it's some kind of like either a worm or a creature, and they will come out with their giant mouth and latch on. Now they don't really have any teeth, so they just kind of grab a hold and then you just hold
Someone
on.
uses their dong to do this, right?
Yeah, down in
Someone's
Arkansas,
done that,
I'm,
right?
I'm sure some have. You've got to find the right size hole, I guess, for that.
And they
but then
sting
you just
too.
you
Make your own-
literally
you-
just
they can sting.
Yeah.
But you literally just yank them out and pull them out of the water, and you've got yourself a catfish. So
But some people they drown because they're
yeah, you
these
do.
things are
You usually
gigantic.
have to, you
some of
usually
them.
have to get like you have to
go in.
go under to get down in there deep enough to be able to yank these sons of bitches out.
There's whole festivals. It's a real,
Yeah.
This is like a real thing, you know. Like,
It's real. It's a real
does
thing.
Walmart or does Hallmark make a card for it?
I don't know.
You know what? We'll,
Maybe in the southern
we'll have to
states.
do some. Yeah, I'm sure. And in the Hallmark store down there, they probably do have a couple.
Down there in the Hallmark store.
That's right. It's also National Goat Cheese Month.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
gotta love
delicious.
some goat cheese.
You do?
Oh yeah.
I don't
I
know,
do.
man.
It's a thing that I wasn't always into it, but now there's certain you need it for certain omelets.
It's odd that this one happens this month because I don't know of anybody who's in school, but it is American History Essay Contest Month.
Essay? So
Essay.
like
No. Not that kind of essay, my
Are you
friend.
sure?
Not the way it's spelled.
Okay, is it? Okay, how do you spell that essay?
ESSAY. The other one is, I believe, just ESSA.
ESSA.
Mhm.
Essay.
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 Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Let's see, and beginning in just a couple of days.
Oh, great.
Let's see, it's the 31st Summer Olympics live from Rio de Janeiro.
That's right.
Okay, what's the over/under on Zika babies?
Yeah.
What country do you think is going to lead in Zika babies?
Jeez. I think Brazil. That's where they will get their one gold medal.
Yeah, there's an opportunity to be making these new athletes,
Right.
for 18 years from now.
With the tiny heads.
But now they're going to have tiny heads.
Yes.
And in
There's
Florida,
okay,
there's
I bet in
Zika
some
going on,
sports
too.
that's an advantage. Like
A tiny head?
Sure.
A tiny head cutting through the water, like
I
it's
was thinking swimming.
diving.
Diving
Diving
could be great.
Yep.
It's like dropping a coin.
And then
Yep.
and then probably Greco-Roman wrestling. You can't really grab that tiny head as easily as you can a regular
right, man.
full-size head.
You're right. You're right about
So
that.
boxing, you can't hit my tiny head.
Yeah.
So
this is just preparing the Olympians of the future.
Exactly.
I can dig that. Hey,
Exactly.
we're gonna rip through what today's are. Today's the 3rd of August. So today is International Albino Day and Watermelon Day.
All right.
Who doesn't love watermelon?
Yeah.
And have you ever
August.
seen an albino eat watermelon? They get all that red juice all over that white skin. You're just like,
makes you think that
Looks
they're
like
the
a
Joker.
possum.
makes
Yeah.
you hungry.
There is one more for today. Today is wrong one. Friendship Day.
Oh,
Friendship Day.
you guys got to celebrate that.
It does sound nice.
Well, we celebrate that pretty much every day we hang
Yeah,
out. I mean,
yeah.
we've been
It's
friends
good to
long
market,
enough.
though, and
Yes.
Sure, you're right
so
about that.
today is that day.
Sure. Also, just let you folks know, Saturday is Squirting Day. So if you care, you shall spend the time to make sure that
You squirt somebody, huh?
make sure that if you can make her squirt, then like you should do that.
Oh,
It's
that
like a
kind.
gentleman.
That kind
It's
of
like a
squirting.
gentleman.
I didn't realize.
do that.
I was off on that one.
George, where can people learn more about you?
I got to follow the squirt joke?
I know. We're actually out of time. I know
that went
goes
really
fast.
quick.
Yeah.
On Twitter, George McAuliffe. Also, notallcopsarebad.com.
Sure, I've
R
heard
is
about
the
that.
letter R.
Oh,
find
okay.
it. Like Toys R Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all cops
Not all
are
cops
bad.
Mhm.
And not,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did that pirate-wise. And
And then there's
that's going to confuse people. So I should, not all cops are, capital R, bad.
Yeah,
So-
they have more info and videos of things outside of cop comedy.
Yeah, so you'll be at the New York Fringe Fest. You said what date again? Starting
August
the
13th
the
it begins. Yep.
All right, excellent.
Next weekend.
We wish you
Congratulations on that.
the best of luck on your run.
Thank you,
I hope
guys.
everything
Appreciate
goes
it.
great there.
If anyone wants to, they can follow me on Facebook. I usually just repost memes that I find funny now and then, and shenanigans like that, I guess. That's really about all I ever do. I'm a bit of a troller when it comes to that social media. What about you, Jake? Where can people find out about you?
Go to jakesshow.com. It has-
JakesSHow.com.
Well, there's two S's there.
Yeah,
but
Jakes
yes.
S. How.
Sure, sure.
Sorry.
It can look like that,
But JakesShow.com.
JakesShow.com, and you can find all of the horse shit that I'm up to. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to send a special Get Better Buddy message to Carl.
Oh, is he kind of out of it these days?
He's not doing too good today,
Uh-oh.
so he'll be fine. But,
Okay.
Just get better, Carl.
Yeah,
And,
please.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, come back next week. We have Leah Knauer rejoining us,
Mhm.
and we have another comedian who is also going to be at the Fringe Festival. So you guys will get to, broaden your horizons and that type of jazz. Also, when you want to jack off to the Olympics, put it in super slow motion because it looks good when they're just.
Oh, the events themselves, absolutely.
The slow motion jiggle on like a run.
You can make that 100-yard dash last a whole 30 seconds.
It's supposed to be 10 seconds, but in like super slow motion, it's like 30.
Yeah.
And that's it's math, baby.
We gotta go.
It's math. It's math.
I like that.